Good afternoon, it's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Monday, it is July the 18th, and I am back for Floss Tube video number, I've already forgotten, I think it's 59, maybe? I looked and then I forgot. I'm sorry. How are you? I'm good. It's been a couple weeks. As you know, I went on vacation. I got back like a week ago this past Friday and was really busy at the shop on Friday and Saturday. I told Dan, maybe I'll just close for weeks at a time and then open 1 or 2 days, and because I had as much business in that day and a half as I usually do during the week. I'm like, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. He didn't really think y'all would like that though, so I won't. Anyway, welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. I spent mine mostly dead in bed. I went and got my fourth booster, which I had been putting off because it makes me so sick. But with the way things are going, I thought maybe I'd better go and get it. So I got it Friday evening. I started feeling the effects a couple hours later. I went to work on Saturday and powered through it, came home and went to bed, and really didn't come out of bed until last night, really. I did a Zoom from my bedroom, but I just kind of mostly sat there. I stitched for a while and then I just lost energy and sat there, and then I ended the Zoom early. So last night I was finally feeling somewhat not dead, and today I feel pretty good. I'm still tired. It just really takes it out of me. Every bone in my body hurt, and I had a headache, and my stomach was upset. My stomach is still kind of iffy, although it's waking up because I'm hungry today. So yeah, it was not a very good weekend. I got up this morning and went and got my teethies cleaned. I gotta go and get 2 cavities filled up here next week, I think, which doesn't make me happy, but, and they asked me if I wanted a fluoride treatment. This was the first time they've asked me, and I said, well, yeah, I mean, it'll help prevent cavities, so yeah. And they gave me a choice of no flavor, berry, or mint. And they said, oh, the no flavor has been really popular. And I'm like, really? Because I'm going to guarantee that the no flavor has a flavor. And it did. And I will never again do that. That was nasty. So nasty that, in fact, I could not. I was supposed to wait 4 hours. I could not. And I've already brushed it off my teeth, and I'll just have to wait until the next time. And I'm going to try mint. I know the berry would not be good. The no flavor, the immediate flavor was kind of banana type, and then it got really strong and then very bitter. And I'm still getting lingering bitterness in the back of my throat. So, but we all know my taste buds are weird. So anyway, I don't know if I'll do that again. So I've got that, and then I'm going to get my hair cut at 4. So I thought I'm going to squeeze this in. I know y'all are still waiting for the results of the questions that I asked, and I got the first results done, but we want to do and I didn't get them done. Alex did. Let's be honest here. It wasn't me. It was Alex. She said, oh yeah, I can do this, blah, 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 and I can pull this and that, and I'm like, okay, you do that. So it has taken her a little bit, but I got an email last night, and now she's going to do the second part that I asked her to do. So I'm hoping by next weekend I can do another chart of the week video. And get that information to you and let you know what it was I was trying to figure out. So I still don't know if I was figuring out exactly what I thought I was figuring out, but we'll see. Anyway, so here I am. Y'all enjoyed Connie's visit when we did the 2 chicks and a camera. I am meeting up with her and some other ladies in August, and we're going to have a 4-day weekend of stitching. So hopefully we'll get a video of that. And I have figured out the upside of doing this bedroom and bathroom remodel video, which is going to be part of this video here, is I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot about editing. I've learned how to use voiceover. I've learned how to edit lots of little clips and insert pictures, and how to get the microphone, the external microphone, to actually work so that you can hear it. So, because we did one, no, it's well before, I think it was before COVID. We did one, but the video, the sound was bad. It was a great video though. But I figured out how to get this to work. It took some research. I'm quite proud of myself, to be quite honest with you. Quite proud of myself for this was a big job. And it was time consuming, but I learned a lot, and I'm proud of myself, and so it was worth it, and I hope you enjoy it. We'll see what you think. Anyway, I'm going to start with what I've been stitching on. I did not get a ton of stitching done on vacation, for various reasons. The kids had a great time on vacation. This facility was really nice. It had air conditioning. They caught tons and tons of fish. All of them went back into the lake though, because not many of us eat fish. So it was a good vacation. We would go back to that facility. The biggest problem I had was no window covering, so anyone could just walk up and peek in the window and see you sleeping or changing clothes or whatever. That and the ticks. The ticks were terrible, but I think they're probably terrible everywhere this year. But it just didn't feel like the 4th of July to Melanie and I. When you go to the same place for the same thing for 60 years, it's not going to feel the same. So it did not feel like the 4th of July to us. And we took a vote. We asked all the kids and most of the adults, and most of the adults and kids said they'd rather go back and have no air conditioning and not as nice a facility, and have the feeling that we're used to having and all the activities that we're used to having. So it's back to the Sandhills next year. I've got it rented for the next 3 years. They did say they were thinking about selling, so if anyone would like to donate money to me, I probably need several million in order to buy the place. But it would be fantastic. It would require a lot of work. It would need central air and heat, and a lot of updating and repair work would need to go into it, but it would be amazing when it was done. I've already got it all planned out in my head. I just need to win the lottery, or y'all need to be super generous, one of the two. I'm kind of thinking that neither is going to happen, but one can hope, right? I mean, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Y'all say no. So anyway, next year it's back to the Sandhills, and I'm happy about that. So I'm going to start with cross stitch, and then I've got a couple of things from the very last trip that Connie and I did before she headed home to Valentine, and then after that will be the bedroom remodel video. which is about 13-14 minutes long. And that'll do it for today. Hopefully I'll get through this before I have to go get my hair cut. So let's start with cross stitch. When last we left, I was being kind of monogamous, and I had finished my carriage house, my 7th block on Hawk Run Hollow, and I went back to Land That I Love from Teresa Kogut. Which I enjoyed stitching on, but once the 4th of July was over, I'm like, I'm over it for now. And I made pretty good progress. My fabric smells like maple syrup. I don't know why. That's what it smells like. I kept getting this whiff of maple syrup, and it's the fabric. So anyway, here's my progress. What I got finished this time, I'm going to fold it up, turn it this way. So I got this motif up here finished, and I'm starting on the little basket, and then I will bring down the border before moving over to the middle part of that band, finishing that up with the eagle. What is it? I've got this part to finish up, this part to finish up, this and these two things, and then the band underneath it, and I'll have, what, a third of it done or something. It won't be done anytime soon, but I'm happy with the progress that I made since I picked it up again, so I feel okay moving on to something else. And I worked on several different things over the course of the 2 weeks that you haven't seen me. I started a couple new things, and this one I don't have the chart with, but if you watched the last video, Connie and I were discussing the laundry series from Hands On Design, and I decided I was going to start my favorite one of that, which is the Never Ending Cycle. And this is what I have done. I haven't, I need a white piece of paper. Here we go. This is what I've got done. I'm doing it on Vintage Smoky White, 32 count, I believe. And I'm adding red instead of that kind of golden yellowy color that she had, because that golden yellowy color is just not me. So that's how far I've gotten before I quit working on it. And then I also started, I'd seen this one online, and I don't have the colored picture of it. It's called Mary Amelia's Bird from Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And I need to find out if she sells wholesale to shops, because I do like her charts. But I thought this was really pretty. It's apparently a reproduction. And I am stitching this one on, I believe it is 40 count oatmeal. There's several fabrics out there called oatmeal these days. And I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know whose oatmeal this is. But this is all the farther I got. I worked on it for like 2 days, and then decided that was enough, because there was another piece calling my name. So there's that. And I also did put in a little work on my peacock and scrolling roses. And this is done on 40 count Dulce de Leche. I don't know how you pronounce it, but something like that. So here's what I've got done so far. And what I did was this green spray here, finished up part of this flower, and then started this greenery there before I put it down. Because again, there was another piece calling my name. I decided that I wanted to finish this one. I was hoping to get it finished and framed in time to send it to the state fair. I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm probably going to finish the stitching this week, but getting it framed is kind of a nightmare unless I have something, an oopsie frame in the back room that will work, that I'm happy with, which I don't know. I haven't looked. So it's my Frederick from Carriage House Samplings. And as you know, I'm stitching it over one on 40 count Verdal that I have over dyed with walnut crystals. So what I have finished, I've got the outline of the border all the way in. I'm working my way up and across with filling in the diamond shapes. I'm kind of doing mine a little different than charted. Is that any surprise to anyone? I highly doubt that it is. So I've got a couple little things. I've got the date in here and a couple keys to put in here and a little floral stem and floral stem. And then I'm done. And it goes pretty fast. So I'm hoping to finish the border tonight, and then I can probably get the rest of that stuff in a couple hours tomorrow night, and this will be done. So that's I'm stitching this monogamously right now because I want to get it done. It's not very big. My hand can cover it up. So I'm really liking it. I'm enjoying the over one on this one. Probably because I haven't had to, well, I did have to rip out this border down here, but it was just the outline. So it wasn't quite so bad, but I was off by one stitch, and then in the border there was no way to fudge it. So I did have to rip that out, but otherwise I haven't had to rip a whole lot, a stitch or two. So I'm enjoying this one. I did try to work on my Prairie Schooler alphabet that's also on 40 count over one Verdal, and I don't know. I need to learn to count. I need a lesson on counting, because I keep making the same mistake over and over and keep having to rip it out, and ripping out over one on 40 count is not fun. So I have not worked on it. I'll finish this and maybe I'll work on it for a while. And then I think I might start the next block on Hawk Run. And if you remember, I'm going to move down and not across, because the next block number 8 is actually my favorite. And I want to leave it and try and get through a couple of the ones that I'm not really fond of, so that maybe that will encourage me to keep going. And that, my friends, is all the stitching I've gotten done. While we were on vacation, Emma was liking sitting right next to me, and so you can't really stitch when you can't move your arm. So not a ton of stitching got done. As far as what I had bought on our last, and I haven't been since Connie left, figured I'd give those vendors time to restock before I go again. Just a couple of things. Okay, this first one, I feel like I already showed it to you, but I don't know if I did. But if I did, I apologize for repeating myself. But I do feel kind of like I did already show it to you. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little silver pitcher. I liked the uniqueness of the shape of this handle and the little swoopy doopy there. It opens up that way. And then there was also, and I don't know, this one seems to be, this side is definitely silver. It's a little creamer, but this side is more brass looking. So I don't know if we've gone through all the silver and it's, you know, because it's probably just silver plated, would be my guess. There is some writing on the bottom, but Julie doesn't have her glasses on, so I couldn't even tell you what it says. But I'm going to guess that for some reason this side got all the silver rubbed off on it. And or this, yeah, this side did, and this side for some reason did not. But it wasn't a very spendy piece, and I just kind of like the shape, so I bought it. Picked up a, I'm gonna say gravy boat with the petty point design on it. I have a bowl with the same gold, at least one bowl with the same gold around it, and I really like having this in my collection. And then finally, and I think this is Germany. I can't say for sure. Again, I didn't grab glasses, so I can't really see. But it's just a little, just a little pretty floral bowl that I'll probably put up in my room somewhere. Isn't that pretty? And again, it wasn't very expensive. I didn't spend a lot of money this last time. I don't usually spend a ton of money unless I buy something like one of those sewing machines or a unique frog. Oh crap, hold on. Totally forgot to mute my phone. It was just Melanie. She was telling me someone is coming to the shop tomorrow to look at my reproduction sampler and see if I've got the shading right on the griffin, because the tattoo lady absconded with my DMC chart and my screwdriver and has not ever come back, so I'm giving up on her. All right, so where am I? Oh, I wanted to show you this product that I found, and I only ordered one thing of them, but I know a lot of people are using those little spools from Vicki Clayton these days, and I know there's a lot of discussion about what people are using, and I don't know if to store them, and I don't know if people have seen this product or not. I thought it was kind of unique. I don't have a ton of her floss, but I have some, and I was trying to figure out, I know some of my stitchers have it in like a little plastic thing but they're laid flat, so you see just this part of it and you can't see the color, and I prefer to be able to see the color, and then I can put them in numerical order, and you know, this way I can just pull colors that I like. If it were for a particular project, I could probably put the number or something on this little thing that I'm about to show you. So it's called a Bobbin Boat. I don't know if you've all ever seen them or not, but it's just this silicone thing, and you put the bobbins in there like that. Which I thought was kind of handy, because it keeps them together. I can see the color. I can probably write on here what the color numbers are if I need to, or write down here. Put a sticky on there with writing on it so it could be peeled off. But But I just thought it was kind of unique, so I didn't know if any of you had seen that or were using this, so I thought I'd share it with you. I can order more if anyone is interested, but I can't even tell you how much it is because I haven't looked. It came in like Friday, and I didn't even get it in the computer yet. So just sharing. All right. That's everything I have to show you. So what will follow this is going to be a video that I made of the bathroom and the bedroom. It'll start with the bedroom and then go on into the bathroom. And like I said, it's about 14 minutes long. You can always speed it up if you don't want to listen to the narration. But I wanted to give you a little bit of, history's not the right word, but I wanted to talk a little bit about my process for the remodel. I usually start with an inspiration piece of some kind, whether it's a rug or a picture or a piece of glassware, something. I usually start with something when I'm doing a redecorating project or a remodeling project. In this particular case for the bathroom, I just had a vague idea what I wanted to do in there and no real inspiration piece. I knew I wanted it to be somewhat neutral because I figured it's probably the last time we will redo a bathroom. We've lived with the first original one for like 25 years, 26 years, somewhere in there. I'm figuring we're not going to be doing any more remodels. So I wanted it to be somewhat neutral, somewhat timeless. And hopefully I managed to do that. And I didn't necessarily want it to be real trendy. I like the current trend of white and bright, but in reality, it's not really for me. I like to see it in other people's, but I like color. So while it's got some neutral aspects, I knew I wanted color on the wall, and then I knew I wanted the flooring. The flooring was the one thing that I knew I absolutely wanted. We stumbled across the piece that we used for the vanity and had, one of those aha moments. Oh, hey, look, there's our vanity. I knew I wanted a tub. I knew I wanted a larger shower. So there wasn't a real inspiration piece, and I really like how it turned out. It is still neutral. I think it's somewhat timeless. I know that Dan's people he works with think there were too many finishes in there because I do have chrome and black for finishes. Personally, that doesn't bother me. I just knew that I wanted chrome for the faucets because that's a little less trendy than if you go with black or gold. Gold was coming back in, and I'm like, no, I don't want gold because that's going to go right back out. Chrome has been around forever. Black can be trendy, but you can change out towel bars fairly easily. So I knew I wanted chrome for the faucets. So that's a little history on how the bathroom came together. And then the bedroom, I had in this instance, although I couldn't find it now, long time ago in a land far away, I think it was a greeting card that my mother had, and it was a picture of a little cottage, and it had all these pink little trees around it, and it was just the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. And I kept the front of that greeting card, I still have it wandering around here in the house somewhere, but I couldn't put my hands on it today. But I knew I kind of wanted that feeling of that cottage with the pink trees and the flowers and the white picket fence. So I kind of wanted a cottagey look, but not an overdone cottagey look, because my bedroom furniture is not cottagey. It is dark oak furniture, and it's very heavy. So I knew it couldn't be completely cottage, but I did want some of those elements brought into the room, which is where that pink that Connie and I were talking about came in. I wish I could show you that picture. When we owned the house, the little shack up in the Sandhills, and this was before I was doing Floss Tube, that was always the vision I had in my head of how that shack would look when I was done with it. And unfortunately, it never even came close because I didn't have the money. But in my head, that was my goal for that shack, was it was going to be this little white pink. The house itself was actually pink, with these pink and green trees and a white picket fence and the beautiful florals around it. I think the closest we got was Melanie and I planted some Stella Doro lilies around the outside of it. So, and it was the house was white with green shutters, and that's as far as it ever got. So, so that was kind of my inspiration, but I also knew I was going to have to like put my own spin on it, and I wanted, and this is probably all boring you to tears. You can skip right over this, but I wanted the items that I brought in for decor to have some meaning, either something that I have loved for a long time, or something that belonged to someone I've loved, or not just go to Hobby Lobby and buy a bunch of current stuff and put it in there. I wanted it to have meaning to me. Probably will mean nothing to you. You may not even like how it turned out, and that's fine. It's my bedroom, and it's me that has to like it. But I hope you'll enjoy seeing it anyway, and know that it has a lot of meaning to me. Like almost everything in there has meaning to me, and that's who it should have meaning to. So it's the person using the room. So anyway, with that, this will cut over into that video, and then probably there might be a quick video at the end of the tour, and then it'll be done. So sit back, get a cup of coffee, tea, Coke, Mountain Dew, something, and we will be back after this video. Thank you. Entering the bedroom from the hallway, the first thing you'll notice is this counted cross-stitch piece that I stitched probably somewhere back in the 1980s from the Love of Cross-Stitch magazine. Next will be an overview of the bedroom. You can see out the window into the neighbor's backyard. The bed we've had for, I don't know, 25 years at least. So just a quick overview of the room there. This grouping on the wall started with the picture in the middle. I've had it for quite a number of years. I just loved the scene with the gentleman and the lady and the cow. You'll see the cow that I bought. That's the cow creamer, I think, that I bought at Artichoke Annie's when we went down for market. And then there's the hat pin holder that I found not too long ago. The plate with flowers is a gift from a friend, my friend Lori. And the pictures, the other 3 pictures, the 2 on this side and the 1 on the other, came from the brass armadillo and the aardvark. That's my vanity. The flower arrangement on the left of the vanity is kind of where I pulled my color palette from. That chair we bought at the Habitat Restore for $35, and then I painted it with chalk paint, and that's how it turned out. Not bad for $35 in a container of chalk paint. It's not the most comfortable in the world, but it's not bad for sitting on. You saw the little pink sewing box that I bought not too long ago at the antique mall. That is the shiplap wall that Dan installed, and then he painted it to match the new vanity in the bathroom. So he painted it the gray. The pillows, the throw pillows, are new on the bed, but the coverlet itself is not. I've had that for quite a few years. The shot of the south wall in the bedroom. That door is the new opening into the bathroom. It didn't used to be there. The opening to the bathroom used to be right there where you see that door, which is now the doorway into the closet. There's a shot of the chair that I bought at a craft show years ago. The lady was really talented, and I bought everything I could get my hands on, but she sold out really fast. So if you weren't there right when it opened, you were out of luck. And that's a close-up of the painting that she would do. And then one of the sewing machines that I bought. The 2 pictures here were given to me by my friend Marianne a number of years ago. And the purse hanging on that hook is from one of my antiquing adventures. The lamp was new from Target. The pitcher and bowl is old. This grouping is made up of pictures that belong to my parents that I kind of swiped from them a number of years ago and promised I'd give them back, but I never did. And then on the little shelf things are my collection of powder jars. This one I bought at, I think the first 2 I've shown in videos before that I bought at the Armadillo or one of the other antique shows or malls. And then this one was my mother's, and it still has all of her little tchotchkes in it, you know, straight pins and bobby pins and emery boards. And then this is the bedside table. Everything there is new except for the birds. I've had those figurines for a number of years. They're from Home Interiors. And hanging from the lamp is my mother's, I think they were called scapulars. It's a Catholic thing, I think. But I always liked the pictures on there. So nobody else wanted them, so I brought it home and it hangs on the light. And underneath in the opening, there's a set of books that I took the covers off of to represent my love for books, and then my silver jewelry box there I've had for years. And then the purse that I bought not too long ago from the Brass Armadillo, and that little lighter that's got the little petty point on it. This is showing you the opening to the bedroom and then where the bathroom door is now positioned. This is old pictures of what the bathroom used to look like. So it was kind of gold and red, and then it had that ugly green floor in it. This is where the tub used to be. The cupboard over the toilet. And that's showing the progress on the new shower. A little more progress on the shower. That's the new beadboard or shiplap ceiling Dan installed. And there's the new shower and the bench that Dan made. So if we ever need to sit in the shower, we just put the bench in there. My new tub. I absolutely love my new tub. Dan was afraid I wouldn't use it, but I managed to get a soak about once a week. The shower used to be where these shelves are. It used to be up against the wall, and when we needed to make a space for the new tub to go, we had to move the shower to the right a bit, so we put in some shelving to make use of that space. And in these left apothecary jar are two of my dad's old razors. I have a lot of memories of him patting his shaving cream on his face and then shaving. So again, nobody seemed to want them, so I brought them home and put them in the jar. And then these letters are new. We bought those at Hobby Lobby, and I had Dan put them on the wall. I think I wanted a different word. I can't remember what it was, but it wouldn't fit, so we went with soak, which was Dan's idea, I believe. And then it's gonna show you the shower again. The tile was kind of hard to find. I couldn't find anything I really liked, and then I'd settled, and then like 2 days before the tile person was supposed to show up, I changed my mind, and we had to go running around to different stores and try and find something different. So I'm really glad we did, because I like this so much better. That's showing Dan's bench again. And then the floor. The floor was the one thing I knew that I needed to have in this bathroom. This was our new vanity. It's actually a dining room buffet that we redid. This is showing Dan painted the inside. And then he painted the outside this gray to go with the floor. And then this is what it looks like when it's finished. So I wanted some of the brown, the original wood to show through. I didn't want it to look all brand new, because the floor looks old and industrial. It's got some dirt looking to it, which hides a lot of sins, I might add. So I didn't want the vanity to look brand spanking new. It's a little bit tall for my shortness. If we'd used like sinks that were, sunk down into the countertop, it would be just fine, but I didn't want those. I wanted the taller ones because of the problem with the plumbing when you use that buffet. That's the new toilet, which the lady told me I would never have to clean, which was a complete and utter lie. Of course you have to clean the toilet. The cupboard over the toilet. Dan took the wood panels out of the doors, and we installed, what's the word I'm looking for? We installed the frosted glass in them, just to kind of update the look a little bit. And again, distress the wood. It's where we hang our towels. That hamper is new. Our old hamper was 41 years old. I think it was time to retire it. It had seen better days, let me tell you. The flowers, the wire flowers, were purchased from Hobby Lobby, as was the picture there that you can just kind of see. And again, we cut the middle of the medicine cabinet out and put in the frosted glass. That's where we hang our robes. The flooring is all new throughout the closet and the bedroom, as well as the bathroom, of course. That is the new closet door leading into the bedroom. Originally, there'll be a picture coming up that will show you kind of where the wall and the door was. And we straightened that out, and it made the closet feel way better. So you can see at the top of the picture where it originally was, the wall and the door. And it went from that corner over to there at an angle, which caused a problem when the bathroom door was closed. To get into the closet was not real easy. And then if the bathroom door was closed and someone was at the sink and you opened the bathroom door, they'd get hit in the hip with a doorknob. So this works much better. It's a barn door, so it just slides. That is an antique dresser that Dan refinished years and years ago. And the top that's currently sitting on it was actually the top to the buffet that's the new vanity. He's supposed to make me a curved top, but that works for right now. And that's just a shot of our closet. I keep my cleaning supplies in there because I'm old and I don't want to schlep them up the stairs, so I have a separate set of cleaning supplies for the upstairs these days. And we'll slide this door open and go back into the bedroom. Give you a quick shot of that. And then this is with the overhead lights on and the curtains closed, so you can kind of see the ambiance of the room. The pillows, like I said, are new from, I think I got those at Hobby Lobby. Dan recovered that bench for my vanity, and he did it in cow print. I originally wanted a cow print chair, but then I decided I wanted the vanity chair to be cow print instead. Here's a last look at the bathroom, and I hope you enjoyed your tour. Welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing the decorating and well, Dan did most of the work, but the decorating was all me. I enjoyed it for the most part, the whole process, but with a few exceptions. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing the tour, and thank you for sticking to the video all the way through, hanging in there with me. Like I said, I'm hoping to have another Chart of the Week video Saturday, Sunday, sometime in there, and be back on schedule, regular schedule for that again, if Alex gets me the remaining data that I need. And yeah, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Just an FYI, I will be closed. What is it? I think it's August 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Let me look. Let me see if I can find a calendar somewhere. For that little stitchy getaway for Connie's 70th birthday. Calendar. Let's see, does it go to August? Yes, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. So Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th, I will be closed. Just mark that on your calendar. I'll probably send it out in a newsletter, post it on Facebook, but giving you advance notice, plenty of advance notice, that I will be closed that day for that. I thought about going home on Saturday because I really felt miserable, but I'm glad I didn't, because there were a lot of people that came from out of town that would have been upset, disappointed, had I not been there. They didn't really see the best of me because I really was feeling poorly. But at least I was there, and they didn't waste their trip. So I do appreciate them coming to visit, coming to shop. So, but I do apologize if I wasn't the hostess with the mostest that day. And that, I think, will be that. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It does help my stats so that more people can see the videos. Please leave a comment. I love to read the comments, so please read the comment or leave a comment for me. Nice comments. I don't like to read the nasty ones. I am so lucky though, because most of you, every once in a while we get a strange porn type comment, but for the most part, my subscribers and commenters are kind and generous and wonderful people. So I don't anticipate that's going to change. So thank you very much for commenting. I do appreciate it. I know I get more comments on my chart of the week videos than I do these kind of videos. But I appreciate each and every comment that I do get. So I'm going to let you go, and I will see you the next time, which will hopefully be next weekend at some point. You take care until the next time, and get lots of stitching done. Bye.